people know that this is a value which is not owned by the Unitarians. As a famous Transylvanian poet said, freedom can be ours only if it's owned by everybody.
And can you tell me what the Edict of Torda says? Summarize it.
The Edict of Torda, 450 years ago, expressed in a legal way that every congregation should have a preacher, a minister, according to their faith. So nobody can compel religion on them. So everybody should choose according to the faith. This is really an amazing step in history. I think is like the discovery of airplanes or going to the moon. It is such a landmark. Yeah. It is really a changing, a life-changing, a history-changing event, a landmark, really. So the other importance of this edict is that it says no one from the church hierarchy can make compulsory anything on the matter of religion, because the faith is the gift of God. It is not a horizontal thing when we consider that we should do this or that. It is a transcendental issue where only God, only the Holy Spirit, only the eternity has a word to say.
And can you tell me about the celebrations that are happening here in Transylvania?
So our aim, our purpose is to share this spiritual beauty, value, this treasure. Because up to now, many other denominations, Christian or other denominations, tried to diminish the importance of the Edict of Torda. And we would like to show that in the matter of democracy, for instance, when the most important identity was the religious identity, and it was declared that everybody should follow his or her own identity, and that's the most important, that should be celebrated. I think that this was the foundation stone of the Western democracies, and we need to be not only be proud of it, but we need to get inspired of it, and we need to share that with the world, and we need to tell this world where we realize that after 450 years we are still much more below that high peak that they reached at that time. We need to express to this world, to this present time, that religious freedom is such an important value that we need to live up to.
Yeah. And can you tell me a little bit about is it the Freedom House? That's a significant thing that's been done this year.
So,
there are other things that have been done this year too, but that one really stuck
many
with
things happened this year. What we tried to do, and through those things, we wanted to share this the spiritual treasure and value of the Edict of Torda. One of them was to start an initiative towards the Hungarian Parliament, the European Parliament, the Romanian Parliament, to accept the day of the launch of the Edict of Torda, the day of religious freedom. The Hungarian Parliament already accepted it, so we are very happy.
So to have the day of the Edict of Torda as a recognized holiday,
as
that
a recognized
initiative,
holiday.
wouldn't
yes.
that be beautiful?
Oh yes, and we hope that within the whole European Union that will be recognized, and in Romania too. This is one thing.
May it be so.
Thank you. The other important thing is that the former house of the Unitarian bishop, which is one of the oldest mansions in Kolozsvár, where the Unitarian religion was founded, was restored and was given a new function, the House of the Religious Freedom, which is a new cultural center, a center for religious studies. We want to do free researches on the matter of religion, to do scientific, free evaluations of the role of religion and the importance of religious freedom here and everywhere in the world. Another institution which got place in this House of Religious Freedom is the Museum of Transylvanian religions, because historically it's amazing that after the launching of the Edict of Torda, for 450 years up to now, the Transylvanian historical religions lived in a fairly peaceful way together. So that's something unique in the world, and we think that we should present that to the whole world.
Well, I want to thank you so much for the time that you spent, and I will make sure as I greet people and tell them about my experience to encourage people to come to Transylvania and to see and to understand our incredible history directly. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.